Good morning everyone. I'm Soya Khan and I'm a student at GMC Behraich, and today I'll be talking about the bubbling errors that we all do in our exams and how we can avoid those bubbling errors. Talking about initially when I started preparing for NEET examination and when I started giving offline mock tests, then I also encountered the problem of bubbling. Right, whenever you're appearing for a particular section in the examination paper, you tend to bubble it wrongly, and that is a very common mistake, and that is a very stupid mistake which one should avoid at its personal level, at one's personal level. When I started giving mock test, initially I used to do a lot of bubbling errors, but then gradually, as many times as I started practicing more and more, I started avoiding those bubbling errors. And one of the tricks that I opted to avoid bubbling error was to actually make sure that I do a certain amount of questions. Like I used to complete one section of the paper and then I used to bubble. I never use that technique of bubbling simultaneously, as because that increases the chances of error. Right, so I used to complete one section, one portion. Like for physics I used to complete one portion, then I used to bubble it, and then I used to you can also break it down. Like you can do it for 20 questions if you're not comfortable, or if you think that you might run out of time if you go for the entire section, so you can actually cut short it to 20 questions and then do it. At my personal level, I did it for the entire section. I completed my physics and then I bubbled it, then I did chemistry and then I bubbled it. Another aspect of bubbling error is that we tend to appear more for offline online mock tests. Like I started practicing from online mock tests, but then when I switched to offline, I realized that I'm doing a lot of bubbling errors. So you should practice a lot in offline mode to avoid bubbling errors. That actually helps to avoid bubbling.